of shaking, lots of shaking, lots of shaking. Shake, shake, shake.
You know me. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the June 4th, 2025 meeting of the Board of Education. Please join me to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all for attending this year's Board of Education recognition ceremony. My name is Lakshmi Nagarajan. I'm the board president, and I'm thrilled to be a part of tonight's ceremony. This is one of the board's favorite nights because we have the pleasure of honoring outstanding BHBL students for their hard work and dedication throughout the school year. We also get to congratulate and thank our retiring faculty and staff who have given so many wonderful years of commitment to our students. By expressing these sentiments in our board meeting, we are also able to make our congratulations part of our official school board record. I'll welcome our principals to the podium, and they will tell you a bit more about our students, but let me just say that these students were selected for this recognition because of their hard work, their character, their compassion, and their drive. It's a tall order to be recognized as an outstanding student, and I hope each and every student takes that honor seriously and wears it proudly. Without further ado, please welcome the elementary school principals, Mrs. Bonaccio, Mrs. North, and Mr. Vaca.
Hello, good evening, everyone. It is with great pleasure that we come here together, all three elementary schools this evening, to celebrate an incredibly important group of young people, our student leaders from Pashley, Charlton Heights, and Stevens Elementary. Looking out at all of you, I am filled with immense pride. Your willingness to step up, to be a voice for your classmates, initiate positive change, and set an example for others demonstrates a remarkable level of maturity and dedication. You have shown us that leadership isn't about age. It's about action and the courage to lead with kindness, integrity, and a genuine desire to make your school a better place. The impact that you've already had on your elementary schools is significant, and your accomplishments are a testament to your character and your commitment. As you prepare to head over to middle school, know that the leadership skills that you've honed will continue to serve you and indeed all of us. We are incredibly excited to witness the next chapter of your leadership journey. Imagine the positive influence that you will continue to have, the new ideas you'll bring, the ways in which you will inspire your peers in this new environment. This is not just a recognition of what you've done, but a celebration of what you're capable of achieving. We eagerly anticipate all the wonderful things that you will accomplish and will be here to support you in every step of the way. Congratulations, student leaders. Okay. So here's what we're going to have. We're going to start calling with Charlton Heights. You're going to come up, walk up here on this side. You're going to shake each of our Board of Education's hand. You're going to shake my hand, get this awesome certificate. Shake all the principals' hands. And then you're going to stand right over here for a big group picture. Sound good? All right. First up, from Charlton Heights, Lucas Garwicki. And next up, from Charlton Heights, Charlotte Hyde. All right, now I think our next two are not here, but we still wanted to give them the recognition for Noor Saba. Oh, sorry, Noor is here. Noor Saba, come on up. Now, I do know Julian Rivera couldn't be here today, but we wanted to give him a shout out. Congratulations to Julian. All right. Next up, moving on to Stevens, we have Timothy Mack. Next up, from Stevens, Hunter Zafelt. And next up for Stevens, Luke Granzin. And last but not least, Grayson Durant. All right, moving on to the Pashley Polar Bears. First up, we have Dylan Weber. And next up, we have Melody Westervelt. And next up, we have Logan Dixon. And last but not least, Cheska Zarnicki. All right, now we're up for our big group picture. Oh yeah, I gotta be in the picture. Next up, I'd like to introduce Miss Colleen Wolf.
Good evening. I'll let our elementary students get seated. And big congratulations to our fifth graders. Now that I know who you are and have heard all these great things about your leadership, looking forward to all of you coming to the middle school in the fall to be leaders at the middle school. Very excited. All right, so for my middle school students, here's what I'd like to do. I have some beautiful words written by your teachers that I'd like to share with the group. And when I'm done, I'll call your name. I'll read a little bit, you'll hear your name, and then I will call you up, and I have a certificate for you. And again, you're gonna come up this side, shake the hands of the board, get your certificate, and then you will also wait for a picture. Are you ready to go? All right, so we're going to start with our sixth grade winners of Student of the Year. An inquisitive and thoughtful student, Jack possesses a strong desire for knowledge. His enthusiasm for school activities, including field trips, science experiments, is evident, and he's even willing to stay after for extra engagement. He is kind, consistently shows respect, and he works very hard. His kindness and respect towards others makes him a role model for his peers. Congratulations, Jack. We're so proud of you and feel honored to have a student like you in our classroom. And that is Jack Filippo. All right. Again, sixth grade. The Bright Madison Weaver team is proud to announce Carly Fogg as the 2025 Student of the Year. Carly meets each day with enthusiasm and a positive outlook. She's motivated and consistently strives to do her best in all of her classes. She is helpful and kind to both staff and students alike, and she's always there to help out. She's patient and hardworking, and a role model to all of her peers. Congratulations on an incredible year, Carly. Excellent. All right. Nicholas Matthews has exemplified what it means to be Student of the Year. His work ethic in the classroom is paralleled only by his outstanding personality. He takes pride in each and every assignment he completes. He's always willing to lend a helping hand to classmates in need and does so with a smile on his face. His work ethic and positive attitude, there are no limitations for Nicholas's future. Nicholas Matthews. All right. Brady is being recognized as Student of the Year for his outstanding character, leadership, and dedication to excellence. He demonstrates integrity by consistently making the right choices regardless of whether he's being observed or not. He asks thoughtful questions that show a deep curiosity and a genuine desire to learn. He leads by example, consistently setting the bar high and inspiring those around him. Congratulations on a stellar sixth grade year, Brady Schumacher. Okay, we're on to seventh grade. Joe has been a model student throughout the school year. He's consistently upbeat, kind, and responsible. Joe not only maintains strong academic performance, but embodies the character traits in the classroom and on the baseball field out in the community that our character education program encourages. Bravery, leadership, humor, perspective, kindness, and gratitude. He is quick to offer help to a classmate and volunteer to work with someone who needs a partner. Joe truly seemed to enjoy school and has earned this honor, and it's been a pleasure to work with him. Joseph Lichten. Elena demonstrates a work ethic that allows her to consistently achieve academic success in all of her classes. What truly sets Elena apart is her helpful nature and the positive relationships that she builds, making her a role model amongst her peers. Her confident yet humble approach and active engagement in class makes her the Team 7-1's Student of the Year, and that is Elena Smith. Okay, another seventh grader. Kira has displayed a constant positive attitude. She's willing to speak up when she feels the situation warrants it. She pushes herself to turn in high-quality work and is always looking out for her classmates' well-being. What is most impressive is the consistency she shows up with every single day. She is a light in class and a pure joy to work with. That's Kira Weaver. All right, so we are about to honor our 8th graders. So what is unique about the 8th grade Student of the Year is not only are you going to hear of the stellar character of these 8th graders, but they are also the top 2 averages in the entire 8th grade. Hardworking and just active members of our student body. And before I introduce you to both of them, know that the high school students that are here are also acknowledged and were probably up on this stage at one point as an 8th grader. So that consistency really does pay off, and it just shows you the kind of excellence and the examples that are set every day in Burnt Hills and how hard our kids work. And every year it feels like we come back to honor all of these kids who just really put so much into their everyday. So I'll start with Charlotte Gardner. Charlie is an outstanding student who always looks to accomplish her work to the best of her ability. She is kind and polite to her classmates and her teachers. She's a student who not only learns the lessons taught, but understands the details and nuances of material. She participated in JV field hockey, in track, plays the viola and orchestra, where she sits first chair. That shows her musical ability as well. Charlie's a quiet leader who leads by example and pushes herself to be and do her best in every single class. She's incredibly hardworking and thorough, and she always performs to the highest level. She brings a creativity and insight, maturity, and intellect to the work she produces individually, but also to the benefit of her peers. Congratulations, Charlotte Gardner. And our final Student of the Year at the middle school, Chloe Swain. Chloe exemplifies quiet strength, approaching every assignment, test, and activity with exceptional attention to detail. She takes both her education and her extracurricular responsibilities seriously, consistently demonstrating a focused and dependable attitude. She leads by example in all that she does. She's kind to all of her classmates, and she creates a positive and supportive environment wherever she goes. We truly wish we had an entire class of Chloe Swains. Congratulations, Chloe Swain. Congratulations, Chloe. Nice job. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce to the podium high school principal, Mr. Tim Brunson.
Thank you. Welcome to the high school. Congratulations to our winners so far. This evening, we'll be recognizing 5 students from each grade 9 through 12. These are students who've excelled academically, they've excelled athletically, musically, on the stage, behind the scenes. They share incredible character, involvement, hard work, and dedication to our school. It is my privilege to recognize these high school students this evening. For the class of 2028, our current 9th graders and soon-to-be rising sophomores, Cole Bechtel, hang on, Cole. Not very organized. There we are. Cole is so focused on his homework, he's just ready to go. Our next high school winner, Ava DeMio. Our next student recognized, Fiona DeSimone. Our next ninth grade student, Ava Hart. And our final ninth grade student, Chloe Knight. Nice job, young lady. Congratulations. Our 10th grade students, soon to be rising juniors, Arden Heiner. Brenna McBride. Violet Schultz. Angeline Thomas. And Kira Winchell. Our next group of students are our current juniors, our rising seniors. Not to rush you along, but the next time you'll be on this stage, you'll be taking your senior portraits this summer. Elizabeth Abdu. Atticus Marvin. Caleb McGrath. Good job, young man. Congratulations. Carter St. Louis. Adeline Wood. Our last group are seniors, the class of 2025 and soon-to-be graduates. Alana Yehudi. Alana will be attending SUNY Brockport in the fall as a nursing major. Congratulations. Cheyenne Ramsaran. Next fall, Cheyenne will major in biology at New York University. Congratulations. Chelsea Mazat. Chelsea will be attending Colgate University in the fall and majoring in biology. Congratulations. Miles Bechtel. Miles is the class of 2025 salutatorian. He will be attending Brown University to major in biology in the fall. And our last student to be recognized tonight, Emily Martin. Emily is our class of 2025 valedictorian, the center fielder on our Section 2 championship softball team. Emily will be attending Clarkson University and majoring in chemical engineering in the fall. Congratulations. Thank you. I'd like to call Dr. McGrath to the podium to recognize our retirees.
We're going to let Dr. McGrath sit for a little while longer. Next, we're moving on to our retiree celebration. Every year when we congratulate our retirees, we gather to celebrate more than just the close of their careers. We celebrate their legacy of dedication, compassion, and excellence. Each retiree with us this evening represents years, in some cases decades, of service to our students, our schools, and our community. You have shown up day after day with patience, grace, humor, and heart. Whether in the classroom, the cafeteria, the office, on the bus, or anywhere on school grounds, your contribution is undefinable yet so impactful. It's measured by the confidence you've instilled, the curiosity you've sparked, and the stability you've provided to countless young lives. And today we just want to simply say thank you. The ceremony is a moment to honor you, to express our deep gratitude and to celebrate everything you've given to our district. While you may be stepping away from your current roles, your influence is everlasting and greatly appreciated. Let's enjoy this time together as we reflect, recognize, and celebrate our remarkable retirees. Please welcome to the podium our Administrator for Transportation, Ms. Katria Hitchcock.
Mrs. Bonaccio and I were watching the young ladies, and they have the right idea, and they're wearing their sneakers, and I think that's what I'm going to do next time. Okay. The Transportation Department would like to celebrate and offer sincere gratitude to Nancy Nelson as she begins a new chapter in her life, a well-deserved retirement. Nancy has been a dedicated bus monitor for 18 years. She has been a steadfast pillar of safety and support for countless students. Nancy has always displayed compassion, patience, and kindness. She's even been known to exchange cell phone numbers with parents so that they could call her with any questions or concerns. Her service, and more importantly, her positive impact on students and families are greatly appreciated. We wish you well as you go out into the community you have supported for many years. Thank you, Nancy, for always going above and beyond. You will be greatly missed here in our district, but we look forward to your return as a substitute. Congratulations. I didn't do my job.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Very well appreciated. Thank you.
All right. Now I'll do what I was supposed to do. And now I'd like to introduce Dan Diggins, who will talk about our custodians that are retiring.
Good evening. I'm Dan Diggins. I'm your Director of Facilities, and I've been asked to say a few words about a very special lady, Lisa Sauer, who, as many of you probably know, this place at night can be very hectic, busy, even scary. We could have a play and a concert and community groups, and through the years, you throw on top of that fire alarms, power outages, tornado warnings. I can remember 3 since I've been here. But Lisa was in charge, and she handled everything with grace, dignity, and professionalism. Personally, Lisa, I want to thank you for answering so many alarm calls that I didn't have to come and answer at 2 a.m. I appreciate that. But more importantly, I want to thank you. I tried to count in my head, but you've probably trained over 200 cleaners and custodians in your years here, because we always train at the high school. We throw them right to the wolves. And you helped us immensely with that. So with that, I thank you, and I wish you luck. And, oh, she's coming.
Hope you didn't make her sit up the chair.
Of course. And now I'd like to welcome back Mrs. Bonaccio.
Good evening. I just want to clarify that I wore high heels because I've had to work with Dr. Evans, and I heard he was here tonight. So I have to be as tall as him. So it's just a thing for me. Hello, everyone. It is truly an honor to celebrate tonight the retirement of Roger Copa. 25 years. Now, I know many of you might remember Roger from his days in 5th grade as a 5th grade guru. I'm really bringing us back, Roger. But in all seriousness, whether he was wrangling in 5th graders or inspiring our 4th grade polar bears, Roger has been the epitome of a student-centered teacher. He doesn't just teach, he connects. He goes above and beyond, often in ways we didn't even know existed. I wouldn't be surprised if Roger secretly had a portal in his classroom leading to extra school supplies and endless enthusiasm. Let's talk about Roger and technology. When it came to technology in the classroom, Roger wasn't just keeping up. He is often light years ahead. His ability to seamlessly integrate technology throughout the instructional day wasn't about flashy gadgets for their own sake. Instead, it was a thoughtful, purposeful weaving of digital tools to enhance learning in meaningful ways. It wasn't just about using technology either. It was about leveraging it to unlock deeper understanding and engagement of learning. And speaking of engagement of learning, Roger's interactive approach with students is truly a sight to behold. His classroom isn't a place where knowledge is passively received. Roger has this incredible knack of turning lessons into interactive experiences. Whether it was through lively debates that he roped me into, or incorporating student voice into the direction of a lesson, Roger made learning an active participatory sport. He fosters a classroom environment where questions are encouraged, curiosity is celebrated, and every student feels empowered to contribute and to learn from one another. It is the interplay between Roger and his students that makes his classroom such a vibrant and effective learning space. And his love for learning, it's clearly infectious. Walk into Roger's room and you'll find students so engaged you think they were solving a real-life mystery or building the next great invention, which, knowing Roger's knack for gadgets, they probably were. Remember those unique organizational tools, Roger? Trinkets somehow defied gravity and held pencils captive? Only Roger could turn a paperclip and a rubber band into a state-of-the-art desk organizer. But beneath the playful exterior was a man of his word. If Roger told a student he'd race them on the track, he was lacing up his sneakers. If a student needed a lunch buddy, Roger was there. He built trust. He showed up. And he made a real difference in the lives of our polar bears. They knew he cared, and that's a lesson within itself. Roger, the Pashley Learning Community will deeply miss your dedication, your ingenuity, your laughter, and yes, even your slightly terrifying pranks. We're envisioning your retirement filled with even more incredible contraptions. Who knows, maybe we'll see you pitching your latest invention on Shark Tank. I'd invest. We wish you endless adventures with your wonderful wife, your daughters, your family, and your friends. May your days be filled with joy, relaxation, and maybe just a little bit of continued chaos, because that's the Roger we know and love. May your retirement be everything you dreamed of. You certainly deserve it. Tells you you're already crying, I can't do this. 21 years. And today we're here to celebrate a true cornerstone of our Pashley family, the one and only Vicki Kelch. Now, when I think of Vicki, a few words immediately spring to mind. Organized to a level that honestly borders on magical. Efficient. She could probably run a small country with the system she has in place at Pashley. And loyal, You are the definition of the word. Vicki, you are the glue that holds Pashley together. You're not just the main office secretary. You are the calm in our occasional storms, the answer to our often random questions, and the reason why we actually get things done around Pashley. I'm pretty sure, and we almost lost power today, that if we did lose power, you could single-handedly reroute the electricity with your sheer willpower. You will be a voice forever in my head. Jill, focus. Vicki always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Need a Band-Aid? Vicki's got it. Looking for a form from 3 years ago? Vicki knows exactly where it is. Having a mini crisis about a misplaced permission slip? Vicki's already printed you a new one. Needing your glasses cleaned? She does it. It's like she has a sixth sense, a passion-related superpower that allows her to anticipate our needs before we even know them ourselves. And it's no wonder some of our staff affectionately call her Mom. Ma. Closer. You have this incredible way of offering solid advice, the kind that's both practical and genuinely caring. You've nurtured many of us, guiding us through the early days and always offering a listening ear and a wise word. Our students, they adore you. The steady stream of little visitors popping into the main office just to say hello is a testament to the warmth and kindness you radiate. You're the friendly face that greets them, the reassuring presence when they're feeling a little lost, and the keeper of the student snack stash. You make the main office a safe and welcoming place for everyone. You are truly one of a kind. You are the face of our main office, the heart of our learning community, and frankly, the reason many of us manage to stay sane. Your dedication goes so far beyond the job description. You consistently go above and beyond, not because you have to, but because you deeply care about Pashley and everyone in it. Knowing you won't be here every day, well, it leaves a void. We'll miss your efficiency, your calm demeanor, your ready smile, and yes, even your gentle, maybe gentle, nudges to make sure we're all on track. The main office just won't be the same without your steady presence. But as much as we'll miss you, Vicki, we are so incredibly happy for you as you embark on this new chapter. We hope it's filled with all the joy and relaxation you so richly deserve. Please know that you have left an incredible mark on all of us here at Pashley. We wish you the best in your retirement, Vicki, a remarkable secretary, a cherished colleague, and a true friend. We wish you all the best in your retirement with Chuck, Chris, and the rest of your family. Sorry, thank you. It's my pleasure to welcome up Bill Vaca, Stevens principal.
All right. We have the pleasure now to introduce the incredible Miss Jen Grace, who's been working with us at Stevens for 17 years. We want to shine a much-deserved spotlight on Miss Jen Grace. She truly is a shining light in our building, and her dedication and positive spirit are felt by everyone. She's not just dependable and invaluable, she goes above and beyond in everything that she does. A perfect example is her work with Dr. Evans on Team Thrive. Jen just didn't participate, she chaired that entire initiative, helping us all focus on making the Stevens staff thrive. That's just one instance on how she consistently, every single day, takes on responsibilities well beyond her job requirements, and we can always count on her for everything. What makes Jen truly special is her ability to connect with students. She builds incredible relationships that foster a supportive and engaging learning environment. She's become our undeniable go-to teaching assistant, and it's clear why. Jen's commitment, her willingness to tackle any task, and her genuine care for both staff and students make her an extraordinary asset to our school. Thank you, Jen, for everything that you do. And our last one for Stevens is to celebrate the remarkable career of Kathy Mealy, who's worked at Stevens as our music teacher for 27 years, nearly 3 decades of dedication to our district. And it's left a mark on the hearts and minds of thousands of Stevens superstars. Through her work directing Kindergarten Moving Up musical performances, chorus concerts, talent shows, drama club events, and more, Kathy has created countless magical moments that families will treasure forever. Her gift lies not in just teaching notes and rhythms, but in creating a fun, exploratory music program that ignites curiosity and builds confidence in every student who enters her classroom. With genuine care, she has inspired generations of young musicians to discover their voices, find their rhythm, and carry a love of music with them long after they leave the elementary school. As Kathy begins this well-deserved retirement, we honor her legacy of nurturing creativity, fostering joy, and creating memories that will resonate in the hearts of her students for years to come. Congratulations, Kathy. Next up, I'd like to reintroduce Mrs. Colleen Wolf.
All right, my middle school folks. First, congratulations to everyone, to all of our retirees. I've had the pleasure of meeting and working with many of you, so I just want to say congratulations and best wishes to all of you. So I'm here to speak about 4 of our middle school, I call middle schoolers, because once you work in the middle school, you're always a middle school student. I'd like to start by honoring Jen Sotliff. Jen has worked at the district for over 22 years, and she is our library clerk at O'Rourke. And I just have to say that she is the friendliest librarian I have ever met. And you can't walk into the library without Jen giving you a smile, asking what you need. And I've seen her interact day after day with the students, and that is her first love, is introducing students to the love of a library and trying to be as accommodating as she can to make sure that the kids love to be there, want to be there, and feel valued there. And that's a special quality that Jen has, is making you feel special and making you feel good about who you are, and I've loved watching how you interact with students. She's also this year's Founders Day winner, and if any of you follow the PTA Founders Day, you know that that represents someone who goes above and beyond what their job title is, that makes an impact on a building, and Jen certainly has. So I wish you a happy retirement, Jen, and congratulations. Our next honoree, and when you say her name, everyone will say, oh, she's so amazing, and that is Lori Caniglione. Lori has been a teaching assistant at O'Rourke for 21 years, and honestly, she is just an indelible spirit, always friendly and kind and helpful, and she's had, I think, every job in the TA world. She's worked in every program with hundreds and hundreds, if not by now, thousands of students that have come through the doors at O'Rourke. And every day is the same. You get the same Lori, one that is warm and kind and thoughtful and helpful and always willing to go the extra mile for their students. And that is what I will always take away from my interactions with Lori. And anyone that you talk to at the middle school, students and staff alike, will tell you just how amazing she is and you are. She's a true Spartan. always wanting to celebrate. She's always volunteering. You'll see her at dances and all kinds of events for students. She always shows up for the kids, and that's amazing. She's very quiet, but has a voice. And she's always contributed to the conversation. She's been part of building council for many, many years representing CSEA and has been involved in every major initiative that we've had in our building. And I just want to thank you for your service and take the time to just congratulate you on a well-deserved retirement, and just know Judy's already added you to the sub list. Congratulations, Laura Caniglione. With 21 years of service, Karen Orlop. Karen has worked in our cafeteria in our food service department for many years, and I have a lot of memories with Karen, but these are the most important that I would like to share with everyone tonight. Someone else who is quiet but has an amazing rapport with students. She is kind and thoughtful. And when Karen was around, you knew that no student would ever go hungry. There was never a student that would not have something to eat. And here's what I will say. Not only did she smile in the morning, Karen smiled all day long. And anytime you interacted with her, she had a smile on her face. She's always student-centered. And here's what's really unique about working with students in the cafeteria each day. You know who they were. She knows every student that comes through the line. She knows all of you, knew you, knows all of your children, right? And who is the first person to pick up that maybe something's not going well? The person who knows your eating habits, the person who knows who you are every day. So this woman not only fed your children, but she was watching quietly to make sure that everybody was okay. And that is a skill that Karen has, and she just did it flawlessly. She's kind first and always considerate. And I wish you well in your retirement. I will miss you. I'll miss all of our years together, Karen. And I just really want to say thank you on behalf of Burnt Hills. I just want to thank you for your service tonight. Karen Orlop. All right, last but certainly not least, Margaret Kelleher. Margaret is a technology teacher. She's our 7th grade technology teacher, and I have enjoyed every moment working with her. She has been with our district for 12 years, but been a teacher a lot longer. And what is unique and really interesting about Margaret is that she comes from the engineering world. She worked at GE for many years before she even went into the classroom, and it's that experience and that real world application of engineering that really made her classroom come to life. And I think our students were really engaged and loved what she would bring to the classroom. Every time you went into that room, it was chaotic, but she knew exactly what was going on all the time, and it was amazing. It was amazing to watch. I have enjoyed working with her, not only professionally, but personally. Both of us have sort of a shared history in working in that world for a long time and bringing that into a school setting, and we've had a lot of really interesting conversations. She's a wonderful teacher. I've seen her make amazing connections with students. She has been on so many building council initiatives. She's been part of every major thing that we've done in the building, and she's also represented our building in the district in health and safety, always making sure that our buildings were clean and healthy and that things were getting done. And I think we all owe her some gratitude for that. I will miss what goes on in her room. I mean, it just, when I tell you, it was always something going on. It was like her pigtails hanging out. There's messes all over the place, but the kids were laughing and having a great time, and it was awesome to see. I will miss you. I will miss our chats. Margaret's great at giving advice. Just be ready to hear what it is. She's never afraid to tell you. I will miss you, and I think our tech department is losing a really wonderful, insightful, engaging teacher, and O'Rourke is saying farewell to just a spectacular teammate. Congratulations on your retirement, Margaret Kelleher. All right, and we had one other retiree that is not here that we were asked to mention. Kelly Chilla last year retired after this big celebration. Not shocked that she left before we could say thank you to her. That she is retired to the Carolinas to be with her grandbabies, and we're really happy for her. But Kelly was also a teaching assistant for over 20 years at the middle school. Chilla, as we refer to her, is still missed. We loved her enthusiasm, and also another valuable member of O'Rourke that we truly miss, and who left her mark with the students and the staff that she worked with. So I just want to say congratulations again to my O'Rourke crew that's retiring, and of course all of our other retirees tonight. And at this time, I'll introduce Mr. Brunson again.
Before I introduce the high school retirees, I'm going to disagree with my colleague, Mr. Diggins. The high school is not scary. To the 8th graders coming up, I am, however, scary. As another reminder, it's been at least 6 years since we've seen any wolves on campus, so we will not be throwing you to the wolves. The high school has 6 retirees to celebrate tonight. I'm going to start with the individuals who unfortunately could not be with us. Retiring from our food service program in our cafeteria, an assistant cook, Julia Parsons, who's been with the high school for 16 years. Congratulations to Julia. Retiring from our school security team, they've both been here for 14 years, Harold Fivey and Darren Backus. And from our English department, and I'm saddened that I can't make fun of his pants at tonight's ceremony, he's been at the school for 28 years. Congratulations to Mr. David Wellington on his retirement. We have 2 honorees who are here this evening. First, I'd like to recognize Christine Tuxhill, a teaching assistant in our academic support program. Christine has been with us for 21 years, and she is the first line of defense. She works directly with students in every subject area. She knows the assignments, she knows the projects, sometimes better than our teachers do. She'll remind them, oh, last year you did this, last year they had to do this. She knows the curriculum in a variety of subject areas, and that is key. We have a graduation rate that is often the top in the Capital District, somewhere in the high 90s. It would not be there without the efforts of Mrs. Tuxhill. Other than her choice of baseball teams, which I won't even mention, well, somebody's got to like the JV team. My full congratulations to Christine Tuxhill on a well-deserved retirement. Now I have a lot of time to watch him finish in last place. Our last retiree from the high school, Lauren Goldblatt Kirkwood, has been a French teacher here for 22 years. My speech originally for Lauren was written entirely in French. That was scary. Fortunately, I'm going to save that to when we're in front of the faculty, so I'll not be regaling you with my French. Lauren's students, however, could pull it off. She's taught every level of French here at the high school, from 1 to 5. She even had the experience of teaching DL, meaning students from other schools captured on a video camera were her students. She's a true ambassador of our language program. She chaperones students overseas and to Montreal. She has engulfed students in the study of world language. She brings a quiet confidence to her classroom and our hallways. As a colleague who once shared the same hallway, we will certainly miss the enthusiasm and energy she brings to Burn Hills. Lauren, congratulations on your retirement. I'd like to call our Assistant Superintendent for Instruction, Mr. David Collins, to the podium.
Thank you, Tim. And again, I want to congratulate all the retirees and all the students who were honored tonight. What a great evening. We have 5 administrative retirees this year, which is very unusual for our district. And one of them could not be in attendance, but I did want to just mention Nikki Boehm, who was for many, many years the district's food service director. If you've ever been around any event at Burn Hills, you would know that Nikki has catered and provided food for not only almost every adult who's ever worked in Burn Hills, but has also been responsible for feeding every student in Burn Hills during her time. And no one has ever gone hungry. There has never been an event that Nikki's catered that hasn't had leftovers for us for 3 or 4 or 5 weeks, no, excuse me, days after. So even though she could not be here tonight, we just want to recognize her for an amazing career at Burn Hills Ballston Lake. So I have the privilege to speak about 2 of the 4 administrative retirees, and in this format, I feel like it's almost futile to try to do justice to their career, but I'm hopeful we'll celebrate them in the coming weeks and give them the just celebration that they deserve. Before talking about them individually, I just want to mention a few things that I think both Sharon McTighe and Kate Gurley have in common. They might not think of those things, but to me they are. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dave Collins, and in my role as Assistant Superintendent, my job essentially is to ensure the best possible education for every student in the district. In that role, not a single day goes by where I'm not working very closely with either Kate and Sharon or both of the 2 of them. And their roles, which are absolutely many, and we'll get to that, the decisions that they make help me every day to impact and make sure we take care of some of our most vulnerable and some of our most highest achieving students. In their roles, they have impacted the great majority of our faculty and staff daily and every single one of our students. In preparation for tonight, I started thinking a little bit about what the versions of the 2 of them must have been like when they were walking into their first interviews for that first chance at their jobs a few years ago. I have interviewed many teachers over the years, and I can only imagine the moment when their interview committees recognized that while inexperienced, across the table was someone very special that would certainly make a great impact on students and our entire field for years to come. I am certainly thankful to the administrators at BHBL that hired both of them and saw those qualities in Kate and Sharon that have allowed our district and me personally to benefit from their talents during the time that they've worked here. Thank you both. Starting with Sharon. Sharon McTighe is our Director of Special Services, Related Services, Social Work, and Health Services for the district. She also oversees in some capacity nearly 100 teaching assistants across the district. Sharon will leave us with 18 years in her current position, having worked previously as the Director of Special Education and a classroom teacher at Stillwater for 12 years prior. Sharon is one of the most competent, efficient, and effective administrators I have had the pleasure to work alongside. The quality and magnitude of her work is absolutely impressive. I'm confident that there's not a single administrative task or role that she could not do and do very well. We see it daily, but never was it so apparent as when, with very little preparation and no real medical background to my knowledge, she became our COVID coordinator overnight. In addition to all of her normal roles in those crazy years, she worked with our nurses and principals to digest countless guidelines and create protocols that kept our families informed and, most importantly, our students safe at school every day. It was impressive. Sharon has cultivated a high-quality team around her, and she holds them to very high standards, just like she holds herself. As a result, together they have created something very special here at Burnt Hills. It is rare that a week goes by where I do not hear from someone, a friend, a parent, or a family member, that they've moved to this district due to the reputation and high caliber of our special education department and special education services. In her time as director, we have become a more inclusive district where all children and young adults are able to learn and thrive. While she will be the first to tell you it takes a village, this is a large part of her legacy. Beyond the X's and O's of her job, Sharon is the heart of our administrative team. She runs the District Sunshine Club and constantly recognizes the happy and memorable moments of our lives and also supports us in the not-so-happy times. She is a natural at bringing people together and making people laugh, a quality she does not get enough credit for. I am proud to call her a colleague and a friend, and I wish her the absolute best in her retirement. Kate Gurley is our K-12 Director of ELA, Reading and Early Literacy, Universal Pre-Kindergarten, and the Coordinator of Professional Development for the district. And these are just her formal titles. If you have worked with Kate, you know that if there is a committee that exists, or even one being formed somewhere, she is already volunteering to be a part of it. Kate gives effortlessly and selflessly. She does not worry about ego. She is only driven to make this organization and anything that she is part of better for all involved. Kate has been instrumental in academic committee work, and there are too many to count. Logistical committees like the calendar committee, and ceremonial committees where Kate has essentially been the face of our opening day. And if you've seen what our opening days are like, you know that they are nothing short of theatrical productions. Kate will leave us with 36 years dedicated to this district, and her imprint is on absolutely every corner of the district and in everything that she has touched. As a teacher for 24 years, a teacher leader, and ultimately an administrator for the past 12. Kate is a human energy drink, and she channels that positive and infectious energy into everything that she does. She is always present to brighten up a situation and provide support to her colleagues and friends. You can't help but smile when you're in her presence. Kate leaves a long legacy, much of which predates my time at Burnt Hills. I've heard of girly gators and running and all kinds of crazy things. But in my time, when I think of the many professionals currently on our staff that were welcomed to the district through her new teacher programming and supported through their probationary period through her mentorship programming, I think of the countless individuals that she has provided and encouraged to teach and also take high-quality professional development, which has allowed them to become masters of their craft, and ensured high-quality reading, ELA, and English instruction, K through 12, through all of her work with her English department, reading departments, and her elementary ELA committees. When I think of the Burnt Hills Way, I find it to be largely synonymous with Kate Gurley. It is everything that Kate stands for. And as I said with Sharon, I am certainly proud to call her both a colleague and a friend. I wish you the best, Kate. Now, we miss you.
We have to catch up, okay, before you get away?
I'll now invite back Dr. Patrick McGath and Lakshmi Nagarajan back to the podium.
All right, thanks, Steve. All right, everybody, we're almost done. We're at the very, very final stretch. We have two people left to talk about who a lot of the students here likely know. I want to thank the board for this opportunity to recognize our outstanding students and to recognize our retirees. The board has a lot of business to do. We leave from here and go down to the boardroom and just continue some work for the district, but they wanted to put this first because of how important this is. Now, as we continue celebrating the incredible contributions of so many individuals, I want to take a moment just to acknowledge the experience that's walking out of this district this month. The individuals retiring this year, if you just add up the years of service to this district, they've given us 608 years of service. 608 years of dedication to Burnt Hills Boston Lake. So I'm honored to turn our attention to two of our key leaders who are retiring this year at this point to finish up the ceremony, Dr. Rick Evans and Mrs. Jill Bonaccio. Along with their recently retired colleague, Tim Sinnenberg, this trio has done an incredible job leading the elementary schools of Burnt Hills Boston Lake. They've led through crisis and through celebration, through the fiscal crisis of the late 2000s, through the confusion of the Common Core rollout, through the instability created by the opt-out movement, and of course, through COVID and all of the incredible disruption that we went through during those years. They've led all that with a smile, with a friendly comment, with genuine inspiration, and with true grit. They've left our schools and our children with bright futures. Under their guidance, cultures of friendship, support, kindness, and fun have flourished in their buildings. With their help, voters approved a capital project to upgrade and modernize their school buildings. And in their classrooms, they left strong new math and reading programs and high proficiency scores. One way that we look at academic success, is by comparison with other well-regarded schools. We often use the 15 largest suburban schools in the capital region as our comparison. In the most recent 2024 New York State math and ELA testing, Burnt Hills Boston Lake Elementary Schools ranked first among these 15 schools in ELA proficiency grade 3, second in ELA grade 5, second in math grade 4, third in ELA grade 4, and third in math grade 3 of all the largest and most well-regarded schools in our region. These successes in our culture, in our buildings, and in our academic results are tied tightly to the legacy of these principals and this trio who will now, by the end of this month, be off into retirement. So I want to just first of all recognize Dr. Rick Evans. Rick, come on up. Rick came to us in 2004 after a successful principalship in Niskayuna, and for nearly a decade, Rick served as the assistant superintendent for curriculum and instruction, always pushing us forward, challenging us, and taking the district to new academic heights in the capital region. But after that time, he did something really special. He returned to his roots, taking on the challenge and excitement of an elementary principalship, again, this time, though, at Stevens Elementary School in 2013. I had the privilege of speaking at his retirement party over the winter, and I mentioned that what truly stands out about him, about Dr. Evans, is how he always led with that perfect balance of head and heart. He was absolutely relentless in pushing for results and accountability, always focused on achieving our goals. But at the same time, he believed so thoroughly that the well-being and happiness of both our students and our staff were the absolute number one priority in any school. So in Dr. Evans' thriving school, it was clear that students were happy first, and then that joy and that engagement was leveraged into incredible academic success. Rick, your leadership has been a wonderful example of what's possible when you combine high expectations with deep compassion. Please join me in offering our deepest gratitude and warmest wishes to Dr. Rick Evans as he steps into this next chapter in his life. Okay, Mrs. Bonaccio, will you step up here next to the board president, please? It's an honor to introduce one of the presenters is now being presented, Mrs. Bonaccio, Mrs. Jill Bonaccio. I want to thank her for her incredible journey with us. Jill joined us in 2003, starting as the dean of students at the middle school, and quickly was promoted to Pashley principal. I still remember like it was yesterday, my very first day as a newly selected incoming superintendent back in 2012. And Jill's building was the very first one I stepped into on my tour of the district with then Superintendent Jim Schultz. Right away, I got the sense of her incredible heart, her deep love for her students, her beloved polar bears, as she always calls them. She talked about her kids with such affection and pride, and it's no wonder, given that she's looked out for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them over the years. In fact, it wasn't just her talking about them. If you ever ask a kid at what school they went to and they say Pashley, before you get too far into the conversation, it's always followed by a smile and the mention of Mrs. Bonaccio. For over 20 incredible years, Jill's poured so much of herself into being a principal, helping countless kids grow and find their way. She hasn't just run a school, she's really left her mark on so many young lives, making a huge difference that will definitely be felt here in Burnt Hills for a long, long time. And even though she's stepping away from the daily grind, her impact is going to stick with us. As Keith Urban, who I know Jill is a big fan of, sings, "For you I'd give up everything I own, for you I'd give up my heart and home." Jill, you've given up so much of your heart and dedication to our students and our community. We're incredibly grateful. Please join me in giving a huge thank you and congratulations, best wishes to Jill Bonaccio as she starts this next chapter.
So we're going a little off script here, but it's a privilege to be able to get to personally say a few words today as we celebrate someone who's been the heart of the Pashley School community, Principal Jill Bonaccio. For over 22 years, Mrs. Bonaccio has led with strength, compassion, and unwavering dedication. She wasn't just the principal of the building, she was a constant, caring presence for the people inside it. Our family, and those of a couple of other sitting board members, were blessed enough to be part of her tenure at Pashley for several years. She supported our family and countless others through good times and bad, both natural and difficult transitions, and during the difficult times of COVID and its aftermath. No matter the challenge, she always showed up. Jill listened, she led, and she lifted all the people around her. Jill's been a fierce advocate for her school and her staff, working tirelessly behind the scenes, always with the goal of making things better for kids and staff alike, always reminding us that family is what is most important, and always caring for everyone in her building like her own family. I'm not sure what this next chapter holds for you, but I do know that whatever it is, it will be filled with the same heart, integrity, and purpose that you've made your mission to bring to Pashley every single day. I wish you nothing but the best. We wish you nothing but the best in whatever adventures lie ahead for you. Thank you and congratulations. Wrap it up? Okay. Thank you all for coming out this evening in appreciation of our outstanding students and our retiring staff. Congratulations to all of you. Please join us in the lobby for light refreshments. Can I have a motion to adjourn to a brief recess, please? In a second. All in favor? Okay. The board meeting will continue in the boardroom in about 10 minutes. Viewers online should switch to the second streaming link to join in live. Thank you. And again, congratulations to all of you.
Just mention the picture for the retirees.
Oh, all retirees, if you could step over there for a picture, please.
Thank you. Great job.
Oh. If you need any at all. Okay.
It's June.
I know, just get to the finish line.
Yeah.
But
Spartan games on Friday. Yeah. It's just so funny that we're there.
I know. But anything and let's do a cup of coffee.
Yeah, we need to touch it.
Yes, please. All right, you doing good? Okay, otherwise you?
Oh, yeah.
You. Okay. Excellent.
Hanging in. All right, Lakshmi.
Take it easy.
Good night.
You all have a good night.
Good night.
Good to see you.